Hello, this is Andrine, a Jewish American priestess, coming to you on this full moon, this full buck moon of the month of Tammuz. I'm bringing you this reading. I've brought out the moon card from the Golden Botticelli deck. And the moon card symbolizes mystery and the light and the darkness, and possibly the feminine divine, in that it is receiving the light of the sun and shining our way in this world of darkness. So here we are with the moon card today, and we're just going to do a cast that is sort of basically a handful and see what comes up today. Stir them within this bag of our Hebrunes. Maybe move this off to the side and see what arrives. Alright. So I'm going to take out the ones that ended face down, and we'll read what's here and see what's up for this current full moon time of the month of Tammuz. And what I'm seeing right at the top is we have the letter Yud and the letter Vav. And our letter Yud is that one point, that seed that is the first letter of the name of the divine. It looks like that one point, maybe that little jot that is marked down, the first thing you see, first drop of ink, or the first chip away at the stone or the wood as the letters are carved. It's the foundation of sexuality in the Sefer Yetzirah, the book of creation. So it speaks to having planted a seed. And it is the first letter of the word Yad, which means hand. And again, as I said, the first letter of the name of the divine, the Yud He Vav He. It's the smallest of all the letters, and yet it contains basically everything, like an atom, within it for the building blocks of the universe. So that's right at the top here as what's coming down from above, the Yud He Vav He. And we have the letter Vav, which is the center of the divine name, the letter that literally means and in Hebrew, the Vav, the connection piece. As if someone's standing planted in the earth and yet reaching up toward heaven. It's a hook or a peg that holds things together, and it speaks to all things connected. And it's interesting that it's up here with the Yud at the top here, sort of half hidden under it. The divine is here and we are connecting with it, and you can see the He down below. So we have all four letters of the divine name. The He appears twice in the name, the letter He, which means being present. Hineni begins with the letter He. Hineni, which means here I am. And we have that twice in the divine name, the Yud He Vav He. So showing up and being present is important in divinity 2 times. In order to find presence with the divine, we need to show up and remain present, be ready for that service toward the divine. This being down in the lower right edge of our reading. Right next to it I see the letter Gimel, and the letter Gimel is that letter which is said to represent a camel or a foot walking forward, but you can see that it's lying on its back. It usually looks like this, so that foot stepping forward. And it's lying down, maybe like it's not ready quite to get up and walk. the letter Gimel, which speaks to forward movement and running toward justice. It is the number 3, so it has to do with harmony and the creation elements of fire, air, and water. Gimel is the binary transformation of peace and evil. And it is the first letter of the word Gan Eden, meaning the Garden of Eden. So I think of it in terms of that tree in the garden that we chose to eat from, which represents the knowledge of what is good and what is evil, what is whole and what is broken. So we have that ability to know and then step forward into the world toward justice. But since we're lying on our back here, maybe we're not quite ready to say, here I am, Hineni. And in the lower left corner, I see the letter Nun, and the letter Nun is the letter that begins the word Ne'aman, meaning humble or humility. So it seems like maybe we're having some trouble with humility right now. The Nun is the letter that is kneeling and bent over. And it asks us to humble ourselves in the face of the divine, to become and remain loyal, to remain faithful to the divine, or to whatever we are faithful to. It's the foundation of locomotion, also tilted slightly. Both letters, both the Gimel and the Nun, are about movement forward, and they're both slightly tipped. So I find it really interesting. We're maybe in a stagnant place right now. Perhaps in a place where we're trying to connect with divinity, that we aren't quite ready to say, here I am. We're not quite ready for presence. And so forward movement has been halted for the moment. But maybe it's time just to take a rest and to be where we are, to rest beneath the hand of the divine, to rest in that connection that we have going on right now, to wait until we feel comfortable saying, I'm ready to move forward again. In this time of the moon, when it is full and we're in the fullness of summer, that perhaps right now is just a time to rest in the divine, the Yud He Vav He, to not worry about forward movement so much. It will come when the time is ripe. It will be time to turn our Gimel and our Nun upright, but remain humble, even if we're having challenges with that, to remain present, to remain willing to see forward a time of walking toward justice. A time when we can say Hineni and be ready to move forward. But right now, as we're wrestling with this mystery time, this time of the deep, under the moon, to just take it easy, to take our time, to be here now, and trust that divine is watching over, that we are still connected, even if we're feeling, I wouldn't say lazy exactly, but maybe if we're just not feeling the motivation to move forward. And that's okay. I think that's the message I'm hearing today. I would like to pull out one of my oracle cards as well, just to see if we have any more messages coming to us today. Just one. There it is. And our message is play. Lovely. Make it a game. Ask your inner child. Turn things upside down. Get a new perspective. I love that. Play. So maybe this is the time to not worry about rushing forward, not worrying about setting an agenda, but to just listen into our inner child, listen to things being upside down or on their backs, getting a new perspective here, and make it a game. Find the time, and the time is now, to rest in that connection with the divine. So thank you for being here today, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon.